That's the way we met, and few things left unsaid. Started with a friend request, but sorry, you are not my type. You are the password to my life, and you are trending in my dreams. You all must be wondering, why am I saying all this suddenly? That's because we have with us today the youth sensation, the Youth Achievers Awardee, and someone who has given 13 back-to-back hit novels and one of the highest selling romance author in India. Someone whose first 2 books were inspired from his own personal diary. Yes, so we are connected with Mr. Sudeep Nagarkar in Odisha Post Live. Hello Sudeep, how are you?
Thank you so much. How are you? How's lockdown treating you?
Yes, I'm good. So Sudeep, my first question is, from a few things left unsaid to a second chance, how was the journey so far?
I had my own struggles, to be very honest, and wasn't an easy journey for sure. I enjoy writing. Writing is my passion, and it's something that I have always enjoyed. But then you see, when I decided to take writing full time, at that time there were many people around me who were like, you have just completed your engineering, you have done your MBA, now you are working with an IT company, why do you want to leave a secure job and go into something which probably couldn't be productive to that extent? You can just grow in your IT field. But then they were absolutely right. I had no issues in that, but then IT field was something which was not giving me happiness, and that was why I decided that I'll go ahead and take writing full time. And I think that was the key decision in the entire writing career of mine. That happened when I was writing. It started with a friend request. That was my 3rd book. So I already had a couple of bestsellers, and then I decided to take writing full time. So it wasn't easy, but then I think the right decision that I had taken in 2013.
You just turned your passion into your profession now.
Right.
From an engineer to a successful writer, who inspired you the most in the journey?
Oh, my engineering life for sure. It was so torturous. It was so, I was so frustrated in those 4 years, because initially I never wanted to do engineering. I wanted to do BMS. People were still dicey about going into BMS. It was only about engineering, medical and law. But then that engineering process, if I wouldn't have been in engineering, I wouldn't have written books, because my first couple of books were inspired from my engineering life. So I think, the inspiration has to be my engineering college.
And while you were doing engineering, you wrote your own diary, which then came into few things left unsaid.
Right. All the things, all the frustration, all the desperation that I had, because I had a couple of year drops in engineering, and the first year drop was because I had messed up with my professor, and so I had the internal backs. My theory subjects were clear, but then only because I messed up, so that wo pura khunnas nahi hota wo, so that thing happened, and I got a year back. At that time, I realized that you should be very polite with the professors. Doesn't matter if you like them or not, but then you should keep the things to yourself. And that's when I started writing all those incidents. And then at that time, I had a breakup. So I was, again, that was a cherry on the cake. So I was like totally out of my control. And my friend happened to read this diary, and he told me that you should give a serious chance of publishing. It was only then I decided and took my diary very seriously. Otherwise, it was only meant for myself, because I was in depression and I wanted to come out. And somewhere I had read that writing may help you to come out of depression. When I was writing my first book, I had absolutely no experience. So now today, when I read my first book, I'm like, yaar, kya likh diya tha? And I don't know how people loved it. But then I think the raw emotions in that book worked.
And in the same book, Few Things Left Unsaid, you have mentioned about your relationship and the breakup, as you said. And you won't believe, when I started reading novels, it was the first book I started with.
Thank you so much.
Behind every book, there is always a story. So what made you write A Second Chance?
It was a reunion party with my friends, and I had met one of my friends after like half a decade. So he had got married and all those things, and so he was just discussing about his married life, and he was just telling me that how he's going through a rough phase. And at that time, he just happened to tell me that, I personally feel that I should get another chance to prove myself. And I was like, this has to be a story, not the story of that particular person, but about giving second chances to yourself. And I realized that even I got a second chance when I met Jasmine. If I wouldn't have been open about my relationships, if I wouldn't have been open regarding the entire feeling of love, then I would have stayed depressed. But then it's your life, you deserve to be happy. And that is when, coincidentally, during the same phase, I had got an email from one of my readers. And she had just narrated the storyline that I've written in A Second Chance. Though there are a few fictional elements that have been added. But then I thought that this cannot be a coincidence. A friend telling me about another chance, and then I'm getting to read a story where it's exactly the same thing, the same thought that I had in my mind. So I just approached that particular girl. I wrote down to her, and then we came in touch. The person doesn't want to come in the picture, but then so the Disha's story, the book talks about a girl who doesn't believe in love. She believes that she's unlucky in love. She's okay with reading romantic books. She's okay with watching romantic movies. But then she believes that love is something that isn't meant for her. And she is pressurized by her parents, and all those things are happening in her life. And then she gets into a relationship, and that relationship fails, and her second chance. So you see, second chance doesn't mean giving a second chance to a relationship. The book doesn't talk about that. That if a person is wrong, then you should obviously move on. But the book talks about giving second chances to yourself, because it's your life and you deserve to be happy. And her second chance is an arranged marriage. And now, whether she'll be very happy in that relationship or how her life will change after getting into an arranged marriage is something that the book talks about. And I really hope that the people love it.
Great. Wish you all the luck for your new book.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
One of your books was about how you met the love of your life, how you met Jasmine. And that book also got many good reviews. So what's your take on that? How much did Jasmine like the book?
She was the personal editor of mine during the book. And though there were professional editors from the publishers, but then she was the one who decided that this incident should be there in the book and this shouldn't be there. Because I was about to get married at that time, and I was quite sure that her entire family is going to read that book, because everyone was curious, and they got to know that I am a writer and I'm writing about my story, about Jasmine and me. So I was sure. So I had to be very cautious. It was a very difficult book to write, because otherwise I'm very, like, the emotions free flow. I just go along with the flow of the story and I just write whatever I feel like. But over here, more than readers, I was more concerned about my in-laws, what they are going to think about it. And that was the trickiest part when I was writing. But then touchwood, even they liked, and even the people loved it.
She must be very happy reading the book, and it must be very unexpected for her, a surprise for her, isn't it?
Right. So she wasn't expecting, to be honest, and I had to convince her a lot that this is something that I'm writing about. I didn't tell her at that time that this is the next book that I'm launching. I told her that I'm going to write something else, but then this is something that I want to write about. Dekhte hai, publish karna hai, nahi karna hai, wo baat ki baat hai, but let's write it out. And I wrote it, and that was a surprise for her. That was a marriage gift that I'd given, that this is the book that we are launching. And the book, my marriage was on 20th, and the book was launched exactly like 5 days before. So that was surprising to her. And at the same time that she was apprehensive also कि जो चीजें मैंने बोली है वो लिखी है या इसके अलावा भी कुछ लिख दिया है. So you see, that was the entire story. So the book talked about long distance relationship, and that was something, means like that was my 8th book, but in the previous 7 books I had never touched this topic of long distance relationship, and that is the only reason I decided that I should go ahead and write it down, because there are many people nowadays who are in long distance relationship, and people believe that long distance relationships are very tough and not easy to handle. But then that was something that I wanted to prove, that it's very easy if you have trust in your partner.
So you were awarded as the Youth Achievers Award for writing, for being one of the highest selling romance author in India. How does it feel? What's your take on that? Also, it started with a friend request was the highest selling book back in 2013. So how do you feel? How was the initial fan movement? Must be very overwhelming, right?
I'll tell you very frankly, when I was awarded the Youth Achievers Award, I was in dilemma whether I should continue writing or not. The book had launched, the book had received tremendous response. It was one of the highest selling books of 2013 in the entire India. But I was still dicey because I was working till that time in an IT company, like I said. And I was very dicey whether I should go ahead and take writing full time or not, because I wasn't sure that if I could continue. Like even at that point, if you would have asked me, ki 2020 tak, would you be able to write like 13 books? I would have said no, that is not possible. 3, 4, 5, 6 is still fine. But then I wasn't sure. Writing was something that I enjoyed, but then taking it as a profession was definitely a challenge. And when I got rewarded, so that acted like a booster for me that I should continue. And the feeling was something unbeatable. It's like, and getting it from Amazon had just entered India that time. Till 2011, 2012, it was only Flipkart. And getting it from Amazon was something which was a very proud moment for me and my parents. And I told them at that time that give me 2-3 years, let me prove myself. If things doesn't happen, then I'll switch back to job. But then I was quite sure that I am going to give my 1000%. So that was something that inspired me at that moment. That was very much necessary, because even though the book was a success, internally I was going through a lot of things, and that was putting me under that low phase. I was not able to just get up and take a decision. So that thing helped me.
So it was just a path changer. It was just a turning point.
Yeah, for sure.
You write scripts for TV, for different shows. So do you have any plans for writing a script for the films in future?
So there are plans, but then it's still in the initial stages. And whenever it comes down to writing scripts for television or movies, it's a very lengthy process. It's not something where you are free to write a book. In a book, probably I can romance in Paris, I can romance in Europe, I can do anything I want. I can take my girlfriend in a helicopter also, but then over there, the production value matters. Yes. So you see, a lot of things has to come into the picture. So that's why the things are in process, and I hope things get finalized very soon.
Now, there are many movies like, if you see in the Hindi film industry, like Sanam Teri Kasam or Kai Po Che, or we can say Dil Bechara, who are inspired from different novels. So do you want to give a second thought and script down for a film of your own novel?
See, I would love to. I would obviously love to. But then at the same time, I have to be very cautious, because most of the times we have seen, though Kai Po Che was brilliant, but most of the times we have seen that the audience who have read the book gets disappointed when they come out of the theaters. Yes. Because and that happens because the writer has just given away the rights and he's not involved in the entire writing process. He may be wanting to get involved, but then there are some rules and regulations of the production houses, also some limitations. So if a production house is willing to take me as a writer also, they can have their in-house writers. But then if I'm involved in the entire writing process, then I'm totally fine with it. But then if that is not happening, I don't want to disappoint the people who have read the book already and want to mess it around. So that's the one thing that I keep in mind.
Wish you all the luck for that in the future, and we hope to see your script in the movies soon.
Any message for all the budding writers and your fans, obviously?
I think one message is probably it's a tough time. Everyone is going through a tough time. Everyone is going through their own challenges. And rather than just getting disappointed, rather than just getting frustrated, I think this is probably a golden time to analyze your life. You will never get such a chance where you are not occupied in doing anything. Like for almost 2-3 months, 4 months, you have your own time, you have your me time. Yes, I do understand there are few people who are working from home, but then still you have time to analyze yourself. Your life has somewhere come to an halt. And this is the time where you can analyze and think what exactly you want, what exactly gives you happiness. So reanalyze and start again with a completely new positive energy. I think this is probably one message that I want to give, that stay safe, stay happy, and just analyze how you are going to go ahead with this entire lockdown, post-lockdown. And the second message, obviously, that do read A Second Chance. And it's a book which is very close to my heart, because the book not only talks about love, the book talks about arranged marriage. And that is something that I've never talked about before in all my previous 12 books. So the emotions that a girl goes through during her arranged marriage, how exactly her life changes. So the book talks about many things. And so the book is available on Amazon. The signed copies are available. I hope people do read it. Another message, if bookstores are open near you, go to the bookstores and buy the book, because like all the other industries, even publishing industry is suffering, and bookstores were already going through a very down phase, rough phase, because of the online competition. So if bookstores are open near you, just go to the bookstores and buy the books, support the publication industry. And live-in relationship, probably I can definitely give it a try in the future. But then LGBT is something that I've already written about, and it was again one of the highest acclaimed book of mine till date. She swiped right into my heart. So for those viewers who have not read it and who are interested in reading about it, can definitely give it a try.
So now we will start our rapid fire round, where I'll ask you some questions and you have to answer it as soon as my question completes. So my first question is, who is your strength?
Jasmine. There's absolutely no second chance or second choice in it.
She has swiped right into your heart, isn't it?
Exactly.
One thing you want to change if you got a chance?
Rewrite my first book. I think if I get a chance, I'll definitely do that.
What is your favorite pastime?
I think outing with my friends, or probably just sitting down and watching something on Netflix or reading a book.
Oh, Netflix and chill. Okay.
Yeah, anytime. Not only Netflix, I mean Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
Hotstar, anything. But then just binge watching and just relaxing.
Favorite writer?
There are many, even in contemporaries. I enjoy reading Amish. I enjoy reading Ravi Subramaniam. I enjoy even, but then currently my favorite is Jhumpa Lahiri. I love her books.
So name one of your books which you love the most.
Only one. That's unfair, to be honest. But personally, if I have to tell you, like a book that I enjoyed writing, then she swiped right into my heart, because that was challenging. And a book that is very close to my heart, then it's All Rice Is For You.
Thank you so much, Sudeep, for being connected with us on Orissa Post Live.
Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.
Wish you all the success in future. Stay safe. Thank you for being connected. So we had with us Sudeep Nagarkar, one of the best-selling author in India. Please read his book, A Second Chance, which is available now online and offline as well. Until next time, this is Lopita signing off. To stay updated, stay with Orissa Post Live.